Well, hello, brothers and sisters. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, director of Priests for Life, bringing you again my daily diary segment. What did I do all day? Friday, June 13th, Saturday the 14th, and Sunday the 15th of June, 2025. Well, Friday, I was in my office from early in the morning, taping here in the studio, getting some work done with the staff. Of course, we have our daily briefing. And I usually have meetings with staff right after that, which I did. And at 9:45, I had a meeting with our combination of our website, social media, and public outreach associates, followed by some work at my desk. Some of the things I had to deal with at my desk had to do with the periodic letter to our highest donors, the planning of the 115 Forum leadership meeting, approval of an e-blast, working on the prayer service for January, working with a new, not a new, but a new relationship with a Catholic magazine that we're going to write for. Communication with a pro-life protester who was unjustly treated by our court system. We're working with him to advance his defense. Upcoming trip plans, communication about the recently concluded Catholic Leadership Conference at which I was warmly welcomed, and we had great fellowship there. Communication with one of our deacons here in Florida who will be joining me for an online seminar pretty soon as a co-host. Some work on the state ballot measures, the abortion measures that were passed. We're working with those state leaders to undo those. Working to repeal the FACE law, working on a Florida March for the Preborn, receiving a lot of get well comments for Janet, our executive director, who had a successful knee replacement, and also planning interviews, both me being on others' broadcasts and others being on mine. Then the day continued with an 11 o'clock meeting with our technical department, 11:30 meeting with our resource department, and then at noontime came in here to the studio to be interviewed on a live segment with Right Side Broadcasting Network, with which we have a great relationship. Had some lunch after that and met with our social media coordinator after lunch, did some good strategizing and planning and catching up and going through of checklists with him. Then met again with our technology department on some matters. And then met at 2:40, that was at around 2 o'clock, and then about 2:45, met with one of our website coordinators in our DC office, and then once again with one of our technical guys, and then did more work at my desk on the kind of topics I mentioned to you already, and went into the late afternoon looking at different staff updates, and had some dinner and worked on signing some cards, writing some letters, and quiet work in the evening to conclude the day on that Friday the 13th. Saturday the 14th, got up early, went downtown to get a haircut at 7 in the morning. I get there as soon as they open, and came back here and delved into the work of the day, working at my desk on things such as communication with some Hispanic leaders that I know, some women who do broadcasting and pro-life outreach into the Hispanic community. We're exploring more ways of collaboration with them. I'm on the board of the Center for Bioethical Reform, and we did some work in relation to that. A video spot that you may, maybe I'll play it at the end of the show here today, about the opportunity to support Priests for Life in your wills and estate planning. Broadcasting, some work with our team about spots and new outros for our programs. Planning and taping of liturgical videos. That's what we have for the clergy online to be able to preach on abortion regularly, and travel plans for upcoming trips. Came in here in the studio and did the 10 a.m. live broadcast of our daily scripture reflections, and then just was at my desk the rest of the day. So very many things to write and plan, and what I was doing also over the weekend was going through piles that I have throughout my office of notes that I have to sift through that I took while on the road, various notes from meetings, for follow-up. Follow-up is the key. We can all do a lot of things, but follow-up is the key, the great key to success. And I worked the rest of the day on going through piles and piles of paperwork in my office and made some good progress. Did the same thing, actually, for much of Sunday the 15th. I had piles galore to go through and a lot of progress to make, and I did make a lot of progress. In the morning, I actually connected with one of my staff that takes care of our travel details, accepting, sifting through invitations, planning trips, and I got on the Zoom call with him and did some work there with him Sunday morning. Did some work on my computer in regard to the repeal of the FACE law and also upcoming travel plans. Came in here at 10 a.m. and did the live scripture broadcast. Then went back to my desk. Oh, I also taped some prayers. We have ongoing prayer campaigns that you can see at prayercampaign.org. And we didn't have all of those prayers taped, whereby I say them with you, and it's a way of promoting the prayer. So I taped a bunch of those for upcoming prayer novenas of the year. And continued working in my office right up until 5:30 when one of my staff people picked me up and drove me to Orlando Airport. I hopped on a plane going to Washington, D.C. The plane was late taking off. I was doing some work on the plane and then just we got so late I just slept on the rest of the flight, and we didn't get in till midnight in D.C. And then I went over to my hotel and checked in and settled in for the night. But that was for the purpose of the President's Commission on Religious Liberty, and that meeting was the next day, and I'll tell you more about that in my next Daily Diary update. So that's what I did from Friday the 13th through Sunday the 15th of June 2025. I hope your days are fruitful, and let us continue to rejoice in the work God gives us to do for the sake of the unborn. God bless you.
The fight to save the unborn will continue long after the Lord calls us home to himself, and so will the work of Priests for Life. You can continue to support that work even then by planning to include Priests for Life in your wills, bequests, retirement accounts, insurance policies, and more. Make this mission part of your estate planning by asking our team of experts about your different options. Please call us at 321-500-1000 and tell us you are interested in supporting Priests for Life through your estate planning. Join our Priests for Life legacy family and let your love for the unborn continue long beyond your lifespan.